Hello, welcome to my first work in progress video on the Contemptor Dreadnought. First step is priming, of course. I never primed the Forge World model before, so this is gonna be first for me. I use my trusty old black primer by Vallejo, the acrylic polyurethane primer, and I read on the internet that there might be some problems. Of course, I thoroughly washed this model. All the parts were washed with a toothbrush 2 times, and I also sanded all the flat surfaces with a 600 grit sanding stick. I used the WIP stuff. It's very good stuff, if you can get that. And I hope that is enough. I heard of people putting on a layer of varnish before priming, but I hope I get away with it like this. So, let's get on with it. Okay, now the primer's on, and it went on pretty smooth, no problems whatsoever. And now it's time for the next layer of paint, and I want to do the Death Guard Legion justice and do a really very beat down and dirty, grimy Contemptor. And as you can see in this image from the Forge World book, yeah, he's in a pretty bad shape. Not that bad, but you can see all the rust and all the scratches, and I want to do that as well. I'm gonna go even a bit more heavy than this, I think, and otherwise I'm gonna stick to the heraldry here with the green shoulder guards and the overall white body. I also have the excellent decal sheet from Forge World. I'm going to show you that in a second. Here, it's really gorgeous and plenty of stuff on there. So if you're doing a Heresy or pre-Heresy Death Guard Legion, this is very, very nice stuff. Maybe I can get a little closer. Yeah, I guess you can see how nice this is. So, regarding the color and the weathering, I'm going to start with a reverse stippling technique. Well, not really stippling, a sponging technique, and I'm gonna paint the armor in a brownish red first. This is hull red. This is the color that is used on ships as an anti-rust coating, and similar to what in World War II, what they would put on the metal of the tanks to protect them from rusting, and then on top of that there would be the camouflage color. And I'm gonna do something similar. I'm gonna paint it with this hull red first, and then I'm gonna use some mask oil. You can also use Color Stop or another brand. Use some mask oil to do all the scratches, and then apply the base color for the hull, the whites and the greens, so that I can wipe the mask oil away afterwards, and I have my base color for the scratches, and maybe even some indentation, because there's another layer of paint on there. But we'll see if that will work or not. Okay, let's get to it. I'm also gonna try to give the model a bit of pre-shading with this red, this hull red, because I'm gonna have a very hard job anyway getting the whites on top of the reds, but having it shaded a bit should be helpful, I think. So, let's get on with it. And that's where we are. That's the hull red base color. And turned out quite good, a bit dark maybe, but that was to be expected. And yeah, because the contrast between this dark color and the white that will go on top will be very harsh, I think I want to tone that down a bit and give it a bit of a rusty feel as well, with an overbrush with hot orange. That will, on one hand, will lighten up the color a bit and give a bit more definition to the edges, as the scratches will also be concentrated on the edges of the model. So that should be looking alright. Yeah, I'm gonna use the hot orange and just put a tiny bit of the tiny drop of the hull red into the color to bring it a bit closer to the base color. Yeah, and brush that on. So let's see how that goes. It will be a bit messy, but that's alright, because this is only you won't see the majority of this coat anyway, so might give a nice rust effect. We'll see. And after some high-speed dry brushing or over brushing, that's where we are. Bright yellow, bright orange. Yeah, really brings out the detail, and oh, maybe that's better. It's a bit bright, but that's okay, because that's what we were aiming for. Yeah, really brought the details out, as you can see in some of these parts. I hope you can see that. The lighting conditions are a bit bad, I'm sorry. Yeah, next step will be a good coat of varnish on this model, so that we can protect this messy job. And then we get on with the mask hole and mask off some scratches. See you then.